Hello, folks. I'm back for like my third time. I'm Deborah Fato. I was ratepayer representative for the Bear Creek Special Utility District action under 49351 that was resolved a couple years ago, but it was resolved poorly. The last time I was here on April 8th, 2022, I spoke to you about how I was very disappointed that we got to a point after 3 years of blood, sweat, and tears of me as a paralegal without an attorney bringing an action before this board to get the excessive service fee and rates lowered from the $35 back to what was supposed to be ordered, lowered to $30.81. Well, Bear Creek didn't do it. And so we had to pay back attorney's fees. We were surcharged, and they never lowered the rate as ordered. You wouldn't enforce it. When I was asking Courtney Jinks, the PUC staff attorney who was handling our case, why this was happening, she said, well, if you don't like it, you can just take it up with the legislature. And then I tried to call you, Mr. Gleason, and you told me I'd have to go through the staff attorney who just hung up on me, and that was the end of the case and conversation. So that message on the mission statement out there in the hall that says you guys are here to protect the customers and the ratepayers, in water cases, I call BS on that. You're not doing anything to protect water ratepayers, and that allows small, rural water companies, especially the Bear Creek SUD, is the poster child personification of absolute corruption that is happening up in the states. So, on Courtney Jinks' advice, I have taken it up with the legislature. I've met with my congresswoman, I've met with Collin County commissioners, and I have hired a media guru. I have created a YouTube page called Love for Levon, where we are to collect all kinds of testimony and stories for the legislator to start investigations on how small rural water companies are run, because they're not policed by the PUC, and they're not policed by anybody. In fact, since our rates went up, we've had 5 rate increases since I brought the first one in 2019. Well, I brought the first one in 2017. That missed it by a day late, so it never went. So we got 300 plus signatures again. I'm out there dealing with the public, but now that the rate went up to $40.25 for the minimum monthly bill, they don't even call it a service fee anymore. I can't get the public support because they said, well, last time you went and did this, it just cost us $4.77 on our water bill until we had to pay that back 3 years later. So John Carlton, bottom dwelling pond scum attorney that found his niche doing water cases where it's guaranteed payment, he just ran our case on that attorney's fees gravy train to the hilt. Anyway, I have a QR code, I have surveys, I have a legislative backing, and I'm collecting stories from everybody, not just against Bear Creek SUD, but against all rural water companies. Anyone that wants to tell me about it, I plan on bringing legislative action to change the laws of the state of Texas so that attorney's fees are not automatically paid by the ratepayers. Our general manager's company car is a Range Rover now. Her salary went from 100 grand to 130 grand. After they voted me off the board, 6-1 unanimous, 3 months after I won an election in May of 2022, they have decided, when it was a volunteer position and zero compensation for the board of directors, now they pay themselves $175 per meeting just to do it. And they are continually just raping the community. The general manager and the board of directors is a small clique. They haven't had any elections since they voted me off the board. And the president has been there like 28 years. Aren't there some kind of term limits? The general manager...
Ma'am, if you wouldn't mind wrapping up your comments, please.
She started as the office manager. The general manager died. She promoted herself. And she just runs it like the mafia. So I'm here to tell you and to let the Public Utility Commission know that I am commencing legislative action. And when Courtney Jinks told me take it up with the legislature, most people thought that would be a big challenge. But after getting my cases through here for 3 years as a paralegal, it's not such a big challenge to me. I'm ready to take it on to the limit. And you guys should really think about how you govern small rural water companies. And you should really think about allowing attorney's fees in unjust situations where they just rape the ratepayers over the coals because they know they're going to get paid anyway.
Thank you for being here this morning. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. I had to drive from Dallas, get a hotel, rent a car, and I went to great expense to be here. And every time I come, it's, thank you for coming. You did nothing for us. You did nothing for the ratepayers of Bear Creek SUD. So I will take it up with the legislature. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.